Hi guys, welcome back. This is the 18th video tutorial of Core Java. So far we have covered the concepts like files and serialization, what types of serialization we have and how to do that. We have a clear explanation in the previous tutorial, and now we are going to cover about date, which is this. A date is an API. We have it in Java, which is there in util package, and there is other class which is SimpleDateFormate, which is used to format the date. Suppose this date, if you see, right, 8/6 and 2019, this is having a month first, date is next, until next is year, and which is separated with slash. So we can have it in different formats. First we can start with date class example. How to do that? For that I'm just going to create a new package. So this is the package I'll be using for demonstrating java.util.date. Or date example, anything you can put. I'll be writing a main method to demonstrate date. Suppose if you want to create a date, what is the way of creating a date? The way to do this is date d equal to new date of. You can see what is the package as we discussed. It is coming from java.util. There are two different packages are there. One is java.util and java.sql. Java.sql used for if you are actually declaring a date class which is actually pointing to date data type within the database. Suppose if you are calling database and reading a database records, if there is a date type available in the DB column. So if you want to read the content out of it, in that scenario you have to use java.sql. It means for JDBC purpose it is made, and for our example we'll be using java.util, which is demonstrate or date. So it is equal to instead of minus. So what I'm doing is I've just created a date object. I'm just printing it, nothing much I'm doing. We'll see what output we'll be getting in the console. See, now you can get what is the time and date and what is the time and what is the timestamp and what is the year of it, and see, it's Tuesday, August 06, and this is the time 49:38 and IST locale, and you're getting the year of it. So these the format you will be getting a standard date in your case. Suppose instead of this I want to do in different way. This is a one way of displaying date. There is other way, which is system.currentMilDays, which is about system date, which is this computer date and current time in milliseconds I'm getting. What I'm doing is date d2 equal to new date of, I'm giving the milliseconds. You can print the date 2 as well. See, you will be getting same result. So either way you can get it. Either you just need to create an instance for date class, then you will get it, or you can do it in milliseconds. You can get the same result. There is no difference between creating in either ways. So this is the standard way of creating a date. Now we can see how to format this. we have this class is this date is available. I just want to format it in different ways. Suppose this is one of the format which we see separated by slash, and the tooltip it is showing Thursday, August 16. That is the one format it is showing, and we have different formats will be possible in Java. Instead of having this format, we can have our own custom format. For that, we need to use SimpleDateFormate. So for that, I'm just creating a new class. And what I'm doing is, guys, I'm just explaining very simple way so that you can remember better. So you can just want to crispy the things, and so that you can remember all the things and you can explain to the interviewer. So that is the reason I'm just minimizing the explanation as much as possible and as clear as possible. So to demonstrate what is the purpose of having simple date format, which is used to format the date. Instead of printing the date like this in a single format, we can format our date in either format, any of the format we can able to do. So that I'm just creating a main method. Here, as usual, I'm just creating a date d equal to new date of, then just importing it from java.util. Done. Then I need to format this date. So if I just print right, as you've seen, we'll be getting a simple date, which is the default formatted date, which is we don't like. This format I don't like, and I just want to convert it to different format. I just want to show it in DD, MM, and YYY. So if I want to show different format, so what I'm doing is I'm just creating simple date format object. If you see where this class is from, the simple date format is from java.text. Java.text is a package where we have simple date format class. Formatter equal to new simple date object. So we have different constructor for this. One is empty constructor, other one is taking pattern, and one is taking pattern and locale. Depends on the country, you can give the locale. So these are different types of constructors it is having. For now, I'm just choosing a pattern thing. So the pattern I'm going to give as simple as that. So everybody can understand this. DD, MM, either way you can give it, or YY, YY. So if you give small m, then that will show in different way. I'll show you one by one. First we can go with this. So what I'm doing is string str_date equal to formatter dot format of what it is taking, date it has to take, which is D I'm giving here. So we'll print the output. What will be the output? We can see it now. str_date, I'm just printing it. Now we can see this as the output, and after formatting this, what will be the output? We can see it right now. See, now we got the exact output how we are expecting. See, 6th, first I want to print a month, first I want to print a date, then a month, then a year. So these are format I given here, DD, MM, YY, YY. So now you can able to simply get with the very few lines of code, you can able to get the output. So now we can see the different format, what and all we can able to get it through simple date format. One by one we can see it now. So what I'm doing is I'm just reassigning formatter with simple date format of the pattern. This time I'm going to give DD, M, YY, YY, and I'm going to display the time, HH, MM, SS. So this is the date I'm going to give. We'll see the response, how it actually looks. What I'll do is, instead of printing here, I'll be printing the pattern. Otherwise, I'll print out here first the output, this out. What is the output? Formatter dot format of the date, whatever D. So I'll be printing here. So now we can expect the source date and this format output and this format output, both will be printing here. Let's see the result now. See, now we got three formats. One is regular standard format, and the format 1 and format 2. Instead of this, what I will do is I'll just keep this also in sysout so that we can understand better. What is the format of string we printed? What is the pattern for that, and what is the output we got? So these are pattern. Let's simply write. Anyway, just printing this, and this I'll be keeping we'll see how this look like, then we can proceed with other things. It looked like this. So I don't want to keep these slashes and all. I just want to keep the format itself. That will be more than enough for me. So now we can see with the DD format how the date is looking like and how this is also looking like. We can see in different ways now. What other ways we can able to do the display the date? One I'll be mentioning formatter, new simple date format of the pattern I'm going to give DD, MM, and YY. Sysout, I'll be printing the value. Before that, I'll be printing which pattern I'll be printing here for the user understanding. Formatter dot format of D. So this is the one format I'll be printing. Maybe I'll have one more format, then I'll stop. We can execute the program. Formatter equal to new simple date formatter of, I'll be giving E DD MMM YY, and time I will be giving SS Z. So you can get all this format in Google. If you want, you can Google it, or you can keep these things in your notepad and you can reuse it. Sysout for this format, what will be the output we have to see, right? For that, what I'm doing is just keeping the format. The output will be formatter dot format of D. So we got different types of patterns available here to print out date in different formats. We can see it one by one. See, we have seen these regular format we have, and these format it looks like DDMM and YY. And if you want, you can change the format here. And this another format is actually mentioning 4 M's. It is mentioning the full month. What is the month it is? It is actually mentioning full month. And what are the format we are getting here, right? This is actually mentioned as this pattern. What the format you're getting? If you want to make it manually, then there is a way of creating a pattern for that. So let's see. Now we have what we done is we just created a date. From that we are actually getting a string which is formatted string. So what if the reverse case? If I want to make a date object, suppose I'll give a date like this. string like this, not a date. I just give a string like this. I just want to convert it to date. We can see it right now. We'll call it as string to date example. So I'll be writing the code for that. The way to do this is you just need to have a main method. Inside that, keep a string, date string. Whatever the date you want, you just keep it here. Which I'm just giving 31 to 2014 or 2016, anything you can give it. What I'm doing is I'm just creating a date. Before that, I just need to have a simple date formatter. Simple date formatter equal to new simple date format of the pattern I'll be giving, or the pattern you'll be having, or you can write it in below. Anywhere you can write it, nothing an issue. But it's good to keep it in a try catch block. If you face any errors, right, if you're doing some operation, right, which you're unaware like what is going to happen, it's good to keep it in try catch exception handling, so that will be good to cover and we can able to see the exceptions if something went wrong. Because we're doing some conversion out here, it's good to print the exception messages if something went wrong. So I just created a date string, and what I'm doing here is I'm just creating a string simple date format with the same pattern. Whatever pattern we have, I'm just creating with that. So the pattern we have is dd, mm, and yy. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just taking a string and trying to convert it to date object. The way to do this is just need to have date formatter dot parse. Parse method is used to taking a string object and string of date, and it is actually converted to date object. This source will be date string I'll be giving. That's it. I'm just importing this data class, which is from Java.util. Then what I'm doing is I'm just printing the date. So I'm just printing the date. That's it. We can run the example now. See, this is the date object we got. If you remove this thing, and you can directly print the date object itself, so that it will be clear to understandable. So this is the date we got. From this string of date, we are getting a date by using simple formatter.parse method. So instead of throwing a standard exception, which is exception, we can specify particular exception. What we are doing here, we're just actually parsing from one format to different, right? The exception is available for parsing exception, which is parse exception, which is there in text, which is belongs to simple date format. And if something formatting, if you are doing some formation, and if you're getting any error, that is called as parse exception. And if you are unaware of which exception is going to be, then you can declare global exception, which is exception. So these about the basic example of creating a date and having converted to what are the formats you like. So these are the basic examples I can mention. So with this, you can able to get a date and create a date, and if you want to convert it to any format, you can use the simple date format for that. And if you want to convert from string to date, then you can able to use simple date format pass a method to make that happen. So these about a date related tutorial, and please go through and practice once, then it will be good to have, and make sure guys this will be regularly will be using in coding. So in regular programming in real time it will be used very frequently. Make sure you should have hands-on this experience. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. So we can meet a very important tutorial in the next video. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.